Welcome everybody, this is Heaven's Army playing some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Now, this one's kind of out of the blue, but I was kind of mentioning it, hinting from time to time that I want to play a Star Wars game. And I was gonna play it a day ago, but I couldn't get it to work on XSplit. But now I have figured it out. So I guess we're gonna be playing. It doesn't work on a controller, so bear with me because I'm going to be walking and running around with a mouse and using some of the what's the word? Some of the keyboard to make it work. But jumpers, maybe I'll just start a new game and explain as much as I can. Yeah, I needed a Star Wars game under my belt, and this is one of them for the Xbox officially, and now on Steam and probably a couple other places. Everything's so small on the screen, and I got it as big as I can get it, and I stretched it out, but that's all I got. So, male scoundrel, skillful rogue that gets by on stealth and guile, male scout, an explorer most at home on the fringes of space, and the soldier, which is a battle-ready fighter with no equal in combat, males and the females. So, if you want melee, go melee. I forget what the Explorer class is. Explorer class must be more like the shooter. And the Rogue, see, I consider him more the shooter too. He has, the Rogue is the only class, which is what I'm going to be playing as, that has a certain move, and no one else has it. So I'm going to be playing as him. And quick character, custom character all the way. Change your portrait. My goal this time is to, I mean, my natural playstyle is good, the good side, the light side, but that's my light side face, by the way, since I've already played this game for 60-something hours on my good side and another 70-something for the evil side on the Xbox. Now I'm playing it again. That's technically Revan's face, and this game technically goes towards the evil side, so that is a thing. This is my face, this is my evil face. So we're going for it. Attributes. Strength makes you... strength modifiers. This game has modifiers, so if you have a +1 in the strength, it adds an extra roll to the dice that you don't see. There is dice rolling in this game by a lot. Allows you to hit with the melee, chances to hit, and it just gives you pluses in your combat. I don't like any negatives. 8 and 9 is negative. Let's get everything to the none, to get rid of the negative dice rolls. Those are never good to have. Dexterity is for agility and reflexes. Gives you modifier in range attacks, like blasters and grenades, of course. And it gives you a little bit of defense. So, I'll just continue on through them all. Constitution represents health and resiliency. High Constitution adds modifiers to the vitality points, which is your health, gained at each level up. So the more points you have when you level up in Constitution, the more you get when you level up in the game. It's important for everyone, but essential for soldiers and Jedi Guardians, which are the blue lightsaber people, if you want the blue lightsaber. Alright, I said I'm going to wait for later. Intelligence represents knowledge and reasoning. High intelligence is modified to the number of points a character has to spend on essential skills. And, I mean, that's the word I'm looking for. Skills would be computer hacking and persuasion and all of those. I'll be able to show you them soon, very soon. Wisdom represents willpower and perception. A high wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi Force points and Force power saving throws, which is like lightning strike and all the other Jedi moves that you have to use. It helps you hit with them. The force powers of a Jedi with high wisdom are also much harder to resist, so you can resist certain negative status effects that there is in this game. And last but not least is charisma. Represents personality and the ability to lead. A high charisma adds modifiers to the force related feats and powers that are very important to all Jedi classes, and is also good for a persuasive talker. So if you want to go around the world and using your persuasive talking. You don't get extra experience like most games, but you can win certain chat conversations. And I don't know, it makes it good, I guess, for the game for you to have something like that if you want to persuade someone to see if they'll give up their information. And I guess it's still a roll, but still worth it. Alright, so as I said, with no negatives, I don't need any intelligence. Because, here's my reason. There's a robot you get with a lot of intelligence, and I guess a save on time and items and money. You just let the robot hack everything. And I guess my playstyle, I guess I'll try to show it off. I won't be hacking anything unless, like, it's the first thing I have to hack and the first robot I have to hack, just because it's a tutorial and they give you the right amount of items you need no matter what. But I leave it for the robot. I don't need any intelligence for what I want to do. I'm gonna try to fly through this game to the best of my ability. So I want to be able to shoot, because that keeps me out of harm's way. Give myself an extra health, and I want to be able to chat my way out of things. Can I could get more health. Ooh, I could get my dexterity that high. I don't think I'll ever miss, would I? And a chance to hit, which is important for characters. But I thought dexterity was also for hitting. Because I had my first character I made was all strength. Minus dexterity, 8 dexterity, and I was never able to hit. Frigate, let's just go more gunpowder. I don't want to be taking too long. You must spend all of my points. I didn't spend all the points? Oh my goodness, I got that many points. Never mind. I forgot I had that many points. I could... plus. Trouble, I could even minus my gun and have plus and everything. But yeah, I don't need any wisdom right now. And I absolutely don't need any wisdom whatsoever. Don't worry, I have a contingency plan as well. Now that I'm looking at this going, my goodness, what can and can't I do? More constitution. Alright, 12, 16, 14, 8, and 8, and 16. Only because I'm trying to fly through this game to get to a certain point where I'll load in my character. How does that sound? I hope it's okay with you. Cross-class skill. That means my class is not like it. I use 2 points to go up one computer thing. Not good. Computer use would be for slicing into computers. Demolitions is for setting up and taking away demolitions. So you can actually grab people's demolitions and take them and put them in your inventory. Stealth is for when you go in stealth mode, you gotta have a little stealth generator and equip it, and if you walk, they have a chance to roll to see if they find you or not. I've never been able to make stealth work. Never. And I've been playing this game for quite a bit. Awareness allows you to see enemies such as stealth, sorry, and see mines. Which, I believe I go up 4 demolitions, because that's the max I can go. And 4 awareness, and I have 4 more points. I'll work my way back up. Treat injury is how much health you regain from medpacks and stuff. Medpacks only, I don't think it's for healing, so medpacks. Security would be for hacking in locked doors, which there's plenty of them in this world. Repair would be for fixing disabled devices like droids. And does it also give you... repair kits. It also affects the repair kits if you use items, which I do not. And last but not least, persuade, allowing you to persuade enemies. That's how I normally go as. That's what my setup always looks like, even if I'm playing the master game, which is what I'm trying to pull off. Hopefully I'm ready for this. Feats. I got armor, light armor and critical strike, sniper shot, and I got blasters and heavy blasters and a melee power. If anyone's played this game, I definitely don't want to read all of this. There's, is this 2-weapon fighting? Okay, you could dual wield in this game. You could upgrade yourself to medium and heavy armor. I'll go through them. I'll just go through them one tier at a time, I guess. I won't read it all. +1 to both demolitions and stealth if you want pluses in those. This is your power that you give most of them. Everyone has their own different powers, so you may have to look into each character and play them as they go, but this one is critical strike. It's an ability you can use in combat. It gives 1 to persuasion, awareness, and treat injury if you want a plus on that. I think if you picked a soldier, you may even have this flurry. It makes you hit 2 to 3 times, and it's another ability in combat. Gearhead gives +1 to repair, security, and computer. Like I said, this is all intelligence stuff, and I don't go for any of that. Conditioning is one of the things I level up. I level up because it gives you a +1 in your saving throws. And I wonder if I've shown. I didn't even show you that. All right, fortitude, reflex, and something else. I'll go back to it. They give you a plus on that, making your character a whole lot better. For fighting, for dodge. I think if I'm the rogue, I think the scout comes with an implant 1 if you want to start off with implants. They give you an extra thing to equip in your character, and implants are usually a +1 to a stat or something. It's really good, the implants in this game, actually. I'm not going to worry about them right now at this level. These are all more battle abilities. So, power attack with a melee, power blast with a shot with a gun, and rapid shot allows you to fire, I think, 2 or 3 shots. Like an extra ranged. Well, yeah, it's just an extra ability. I don't use them, and I don't know. And this one's sniper shot. It's an accurate shot. But they all have negative effects. I forgot to tell you that. They all give you something, but then they also give you a -5 defense after you use it for a roll. And like I said, this game has all invisible dice rolls that you can't see, but everything affects everything. So I usually don't even use abilities in this game because I don't like negative rolls. Weapon blaster. This is how efficient I would be with blasters. And I could use them. I could use blasters and blaster rifles, I guess. A little bit heavier guns. Not the heavy guns, though, okay? Just small, medium, and not the large. We'll worry about those later. I can use blasters and blaster rifles, but not repeating blasters and the heavy blasters. I also can equip swords. And I could get myself a plus. The warrior gets... I think the warrior gets all of them to +3 if you wanted to. This is the only class. This is the class I was talking about. The scoundrel can only get this. This is the scoundrel's special only ability, and no one else has it. That's why I play as this character, because he has this ability, which is a sneak attack. Allows you to do extra damage, 1 to 6 damage, and they level up automatically. If I hit level 3, I automatically get this, so I don't have to spend points into it. So yeah, that's why I just picked this. I just picked this class just because of that only. Right here, toughness. A lot of people. From what I tried to figure out this a long time ago, and of course I figured it out. Retroactive. You get a +1 extra vitality every time you level up, and it's retroactive, which means if I got to level 10 and then I finally decide to upgrade this, I'll still get all the points that I would have got if I got it at level 1. You don't lose any points. You don't have to spend it right away unless you want that extra vitality now. But if you want to save it for later, you can as well because it's retroactive. It's okay to get it later. You're not missing anything. I'll clearly say that now. Stick it on Heaven's Army's profile if you wish. Scoundrels have a knack for getting into trouble. Is this another one of those scoundrel improved luck thing? Yeah, it's another one of those scoundrel abilities, which it's a plus. It's defense. It's +2 defense, and it's always active. Kind of why I play as this character. And last but not least, dueling. It makes you better one dueling, which is one-handed battling, one-handed weapons. So if you're gonna go for a fighter and you want 1, go with that. If you want dueling, the one at the top is for dual wielding. Do I want health now or do I want conditioning? Because it doesn't really matter. Conditioning will make me fight better, maybe. I'll go with conditioning now. I think on my master game, I get 2 feats? Oh, so cool. Oh, I had to click on it. I was gonna say, I thought I clicked on you. Anyway, my name. A little bit of self-promotion here. I do it on every single video game, so... Gotta get my name out there somehow, and why not? I could random name. You get some cool Star Wars names if you want to hit random name. And I don't know if you get any special abilities by calling yourself Han Solo or anything. I don't think. You could probably make a Han Solo character though, but we won't worry about that. Oh, and I'm probably gonna get copyrighted on YouTube, but hey, I'm playing this on Twitch, and we're just going with it. Knights of the Old Republic. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verged on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon the unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable as countless knights fall in battle, and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the Outer Rim, world of Taris, a Jedi battle fleet engaged the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith galactic domination. Oh, I just clicked on a button because my game went off. I may... well, never mind, I'm not going to get copyrighted. I wanted to actually watch the video, but the thing clicked off the screen. Interesting. So this was the problem I was having yesterday, was I couldn't get the video to load, but now I can get the video to load. Dang.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
So I gotta try to somehow get that edited for YouTube. Because it actually is the actual official, you know, like a cool opening like Star Wars normally has, explaining things. And I managed to click off of that, darn it. Who are you? The Endar Spire? Okay, let's just go with who are you.
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up! We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know all about your reputation. How you used to smuggle spice and blasters along the Corellian run. I guess the Republic figured since they couldn't catch you, they might as well hire you. And I'll admit, the Republic is in desperate need of someone with your kind of skills. Desperate enough to overlook your shady past. But now that you signed on for this mission, you're part of the Republic fleet. And Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
So, to clarify one thing, that when he said I was a smuggler, if you pick any other ones, this is about the only time in the game where they give you the difference between characters. He'll tell you, oh, you're a warrior, and so-and-so, and the other one, and a smuggler. That's basically all that they do for separation between classes. So, okay, let's go help Bastila, or oath or no oath, I'm heading to the escape pod. No, I'll just... It doesn't matter what I say here, I'm not going to get negative and light side or dark side points. So, let's go help Bastila.
So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Where can I get my equipment?
You can move the mouse to the edges of the screen to rotate the camera. Alternately, moving the mouse while holding down the right mouse button will rotate the camera as well.
Okay, and?
To move towards the footlocker, hold down the right mouse button and face the camera towards it. Then hold down the left mouse button as well to cause the character to run forward. You can left-click on an object to select it. Once the footlocker is selected, left-click on it again to perform the default action and open it.
Okay. Okay, I don't need to repeat that. So I'm going to be playing with the mouse. It's going to be a little wonky because I'm so used to playing with the controller. Computer spikes, security spikes, and a blaster rifle. Sword short, clothing, and 2 med packs. Good items. And I've received experience for that. So yeah, there's also... This game is like a pause game, where everything pauses in the world and you could just choose to look around, like so, but Steam version seems a little different.
The Sith might already be boarding the ship to try and capture Bastila. Put your equipment on so we can get out of here.
They may be boarding? Okay, how do I equip my items?
Use the equip screen to equip the armor and weapons from your inventory. You can access this screen by selecting the equip menu icon in the upper right corner of the screen. Use the mouse to look through your inventory slots. The menu on the right displays items you can equip in each slot. Left-click the mouse to select an inventory slot, then scroll through the available items on the right and left-click to equip one.
Okay, so my mouse won't show up. That's another problem I had. Equip with hit the U button or click up there. Alright, I need to clothing. Okay. And a range unit, so blasters. Do I have... I don't have anything. None. There's nothing. I think if you were the other class, you also get an implant right away. If not, you get it eventually, but I don't have it, so...
Okay, let's move out.
I'm dressed.
We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Trask has joined your party. You have to highlight them, hit add, and then... Okay.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Oh, how do I use you to unlock the door?
You always control the leader of the party. You can switch who is the party leader by left-clicking on their portrait in the lower left corner of the screen. Left-click my portrait now to switch me to the party leader, then use me to open the door. Left-click to target the door, then left-click it again with the mouse to open it.
So complicated. The Xbox controls were so easy. Anyway, you can either hit tab or click on the screen. I'll just click on... I'll hit tab and then click on the screen that way.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
Alright, switching back. And I got experience for that too. Okay, I can just switch back and forth that quick and easy. Good.
This is Carthel Nassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
How do I use my journal?
You can access your journal, map, and other important menus by clicking on the menu icons in the upper right corner of the screen. You can use the mouse to switch between the menus listed on the tabs at the top of the screen. Okay.
So that was the tabs up there that I was talking about on the top right of the screen. Okay, journal entry added. Let's click on the journal entry added. Attack on the Endar Spire. Sorry, I was reading Spire and Endar at the same time. Command module. You received a message from Karth Onassi, a highly respected Republic soldier. He's ordered all hands to the bridge to protect Bastila. Alright, so did anyone catch that person's voice? Karth Onassi's voice? Does it sound familiar? I figured out right away who it was when I played Mass Effect. I went, that voice sounds
That door's locked.
so familiar.
I don't have the codes to open it. But switch me to the party leader so you can use my security skills to slice into the access panel and open the door.
How do I use you to open the security door?
Target the door using the mouse. When you have selected the door, the target menu will appear. The icons in the target menu are the additional options you can use on the door. Look at the target menu and find the security icon. Remember, the security icon only appears if you're controlling a character with the security skill. Once you see it, left-click it with the mouse to use your security skill on the door.
Tell me more about target and action menu.
In the lower right of the screen, you'll see a list of icons. This is your action menu. You can select items from this menu by using the mouse. Left-click the icon you want to use to activate that power or item. Clicking on the arrows above and below the icon will cycle to other powers or items in that list. The first icon of the action menu is for friendly force powers. The second is for medical items such as med packs and antidote kits. The third icon is for miscellaneous items such as stimulants and energy shields. The fourth icon is for mines and only appears if you have a mine in your inventory and have the demolition skill.
You got all of that? Tell me about the target menu.
The icons in your target menu will change depending on whether your targeting circle is on a door, a container, a friendly creature, or an enemy. Left-click the mouse to select the target and bring up the target menu. Left-clicking on the target again will perform the default action on it. The first icon is for combat feats. The second icon is for hostile force powers such as choke and kill. The third icon is for grenades.
Okay, let's move on. Alright, so that was the full explanation. There's probably one more explanation and then we're out of here. It's locked. Alright, yeah, of course. Click on the door and locked. Security.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
Alright. I don't want to do a sniper shot. Let's just attack them. And you can just preload your shots. So yeah, this game is pretty much a stop and choose your actions as you see fit. You don't have to. It's not like an action RPG. This is like the old style RPGs. I'm just gonna grab all the items. We don't have to worry about me reading off everything, I don't think. Oh, that's okay. That's normal. This ship looks in great shape. Can I queue my way around? There's not. They didn't drop anything? Oh, he's okay. Anyway, things are blowing up. I best get out of here. Maybe. So, I'm so used to playing this on the Xbox controller that just up and down on the D-pad to cycle through your moves and left and right to cycle through all of these. You don't have to try to like click on everything around the screen. And I'm, of course, as everyone knows, hopefully by now, that I'm not a PC gamer. So having all of this mouse and keyboard buttons is almost a challenge, but I'm playing as much MMO games and other games so that I can get better at this for your viewing pleasure. I wish you could see my mouse though where I'm going. Q. Got the metal container. Okay, well, I think I got that body over there. This game is just before, what game? Before Oblivion? So, empty things are still empty. They don't say that they're empty, they just say Footlocker, full health. Knights of the Republic 2 has the low HP thing, so that you know that you've opened up the locker. And Sith being the Sith, huh? Take out everyone just so that you can get the win. Anyway, I'm not sacrificing my health. Let's just get this person out. And hide. I need as much health as possible. Did I auto-attack? No, I don't even have auto-engage on. Q. Alright, let's get going. I'm gonna have to use Q. Oh, great. Run. There he goes. There you go. I like to not get shot because he's kind of immortal right now, I think. Don't have to worry about him dying ever. I can die. Game over. We don't want a game over at this hour in the game. Not at this point. So I'll try to keep my health as good as possible. So at least on this game, while I'm explaining my low health, I can level up and everything. I'm glad I waited. I'm gonna go up levels when I can go up levels. Is that lightsabers? It is lightsabers. Anyway, yeah, so I can level up on this game. It's gonna be easier for me to get through it. On my master game that I'm gonna have to load up as I go, I'm gonna be level 2 when I go through this entire thing that I'm going through.
It's a dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us! We better stay back! All we do is get in the way!
Oh, snap, she won. And then she
That
died.
was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help!
Yeah. They're using medicine. Oh, cheaters. I call hacks. Why are you shooting at me? There we go. I mean, my gun power is up quite a bit, but I don't know if it's that high. Get items. I got 7 credits. Ooh, she's got stuff too. Yay! Vibration cell. That upgrades your melee weapons, actually. I already checked what remains. Why are you highlighting? Oh, because there's more. Okay, well, there you go. That lucked out. So that's where I heard the lightsaber's from, over here. Okay. I'm trying to search around to see if there's anything that I can find.
The bridge is just beyond that door. You better equip your melee weapon. There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide to use a blaster in close quarters. I should equip a melee weapon, too. Either that or I'll have to stay back and use my blaster.
What if they have lightsabers?
Your melee weapon is made using a Cortosa's weave. It's strong enough to stand up against anything, even a lightsaber.
That makes no sense. Lightsabers cuts through anything. But anyway, we won't question it. We'll just equip some longswords. And you too.
What?
And you. And switch back to a gun. Thank you. I'm not good for melee. Wow.
Bastila was not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods.
Trash
We better
goes
head that way too.
wrecking
Sith want
house.
Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Okay. Journal entry added. So, not that this is a big surprise or anything, but there's a hidden, not really a hidden item, there's a thing right here in this corner. Don't forget that if you ever go for the master game. Just a blaster pistol. I think a warrior gets a blaster rifle, and that may be the spot where you get your whatchamacallit. Oh my goodness. Okay, if I can't figure it out, what is it called? Your implant. There it is. So I got my gun back. I gotta get Trask and take everything from him. Okay, and okay. I'm unequipping him because and I could wear something better than what I'm wearing. There we go. There's nothing else I can wear. Clothes. Good enough. Well, you'll see why in a second. There should be... There's nothing dropped? Oh man, this is a rough game. Usually they drop stuff, alright? Sometimes they're nice. Trask and door, huh? Alright, let's go. So this game, even on the Xbox, does the exact same thing. He doesn't say a word here. You have enough experience points to level up. You must level up before you pass through the door. Unless he's not supposed to talk, you're supposed to read this. Okay, or how do I level up?
Left-click on the character record menu icon in the upper right corner of the screen. Then follow the instructions given on the screen.
Okay, so you have to level up. You cannot move on. You must level up here. And this is why I said I go through the game at level 2. Never auto level up. Level up yourself. Definitely. I only get 3 points since I have no intelligence. I have 8. Minus 1 intelligence is what I have. So I just go up Demolition's Awareness and Persuade, because that's all I need to make it through this game. Even on the Master game, that's all I need. And I go up Feats as well, huh? So I could get health now. I could upgrade my gun power stuff. And I can't go up any conditioning till level 4. So what I do need is health, so let's go for it. I'll just learn it anyway. You don't need it, but I'm getting it because I want the health. So yeah, that conditioning thing is Fortitude, Reflex, and Will. And I would have been 1, 5, and -2, but since I went up 1 conditioning, it's 2, 6, and -1 now. That's what's going on. That's the conditioning that affects that. I knew I forgot something. Now I'm 3, 7, and 0 now, which is great. Every level up, I guess I'm going up some too. Oh, I need to see this. All right, maybe I should save though. Tech, I need an Inspire. I need to save. Can I new slot? This is my game that I'm playing now, by the way. I'm still playing as the evil character. But yeah, we'll worry about this later. I'm gonna new save. Live stream. There we go. Done. That's my save file for you. So I only quit them because of this.
Something behind here.
Damn, another Dark Jedi! I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Don't do it! Trask, no! Oh, anyway, where did he go? Where am I at? That's my exit that I came from. Locked. Trask went this way. Trask has bought you the time you need to escape. You should make your way to the starboard section of the ship. And let's go then. Starboard section. So yeah, this is it. Random Hero 6193, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Heaven's Army.
This is Carthel Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Okay. So now the battles are real. Now my health can drop and I could be in trouble. Yeah! First person view is not going to help me here. No. I don't want to do this. No. There we go. You love this game? I love this game too, Random Hero. Oh, my dexterity is actually helping a lot. On my master game, I don't have these stats. I have negative stats in a lot of things. I guess I'm not using that door. Or am I? No, I can't use that door. So like I said, I've played this game before, quite a bit. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. I played through the good side and the bad side, both equally. And I found
there's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door.
Curse.
You need to find some way to thin their numbers.
Quit.
You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts.
I do.
Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Well, thanks for cutting me off, Karth. Anyway, so yeah, what I was going to say was I can't walk through this door. There we go. Now I can. What I was going to say was... Oh, I don't know what I was going to say. It's gone. Forever. Oh, it was probably something brilliant. Now it's gone. Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say. You know what? The sequel, a lot of people don't like the sequel. And I see why, but I like the sequel too. To which I hope I hope enough people enjoy this series that I can play the next one. Because I kind of want to play the sequel too. I like this one a lot because this was the first one that really got me into Star Wars completely. So they give you enough repair things and computer slicing things to hack both, so you get full experience. The problem is I don't want to skip any conversations, so let's just do this one first. Computer slicing tutorial. I like them both. I have no problem with either of them, and I would play them both if given the opportunity. Computer slicing tutorial. Players can slice into computers to try to override or reprogram existing commands. Slicing a computer requires computer spikes, to which I have 6 of them. But my computer use is -1. They give you enough spikes to get through it anyway. More complicated reprogram requires more spikes. The number of spikes required varies depending on the computer skill of the character using the tutorial. Great. That's basically all. It is what it is. That's why I have no intelligence. My robot can handle this. So there I am looking at what's going on in the other room, and you can do that almost on every computer. And you can overload the power conduit. I'm just going to back out for now. You'll see why. I want to get full experience here. And now I can do this little robot combat droid. Tutorial. Some droids in the game are disabled or damaged and can be repaired by the player. Fixing a droid in this manner requires repair parts, which I have enough as well. More complicated repairs require more repair parts. Same thing as computer slicing, basically. My robot covers that as well, so that's why I didn't do anything. Reactivate the droid costs me... I have 8 repair parts down here. I need 4 and 4. They give you enough. Like I said, if you maxed out your repair and everything else, you'll still have enough. Yeah, you know what? This game kind of does, but they added some things that I know if you played the second game, you've hit that triangle button 1,000, 100 million times because you can flourish your lightsaber and do that and I did that the whole time through. So activate the droid shields, yes, and then engage. Always do the shields or aiming thing first, and then engage the robot to move first, and then second, and then you're good. Success. Patrol mode engaged. Once you leave, it's gonna go. Leave it alone. There you go. The droid goes for it. And I got some experience, and I lost some items, but it's okay. Click on this. View the thing, and then the computer overload, and we'll watch. I don't want to explode my droid, but that's all I wanted to do. The story is definitely solid in this one. I can definitely agree with that one. The story, the character, and you're playing as a pretty sweet, awesome character. I don't want to explain to him. I almost said it too. I almost did a little major spoiler alert there. You won't talk to me, won't you? No, you're just going around. Anyway, I should be able to get some good gear here this time. This guy drops good gear. He dropped an ion blaster and a prototype vibroblade, which is a dang good sword if you use swords. Melee damage. Q. There's nothing else in here. Let's go.
You've made it just in time.
Oh, thank goodness.
There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who are you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left on the Endar Spire. Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
So, Trash most likely died there, because you don't take on a Jedi at that caliber. Can I talk to you again, Karth, or are you just gonna mumble the same thing?
Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
I hope this time the video works. Use the escape pod. Ooh, just in time. Oh, there it goes. It makes me skip it every time. Oh, that's not cool. I can edit it in YouTube though, but I wanted to do this live. I'm having a dream. Some girl fighting some evil dude. So I thought I had the video thing fixed. I guess I don't. It's not cooperating right now, and it's not me. If I click on the screen, it instantly skips the video.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
XSplit can't handle it, random hero? I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
The Sith?
Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet. They've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. It's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important to find Bastila?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important?
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
If Bastila's a Jedi, she can probably look after herself. Indeed.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to ask you some questions.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malak and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malak is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malak became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malak's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malak and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
A Jedi? What do you mean?
Malak and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order. but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Basila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
Alright, I could say don't worry, we'll stop the way of the Sith, or it sounds like Malak and the Sith have the right idea. I'll say this because I'm trying to go the bad route.
How can you say that? The Sith are butchers. Soldiers, civilians, I mean, they don't care who they kill, even children. Right now, the Republic is the only thing keeping Malak's brutal fist from crushing the entire galaxy. And it won't be long until even the Republic falls to the Sith fleet.
So yeah, I would naturally play for the Republic side anytime, but I gotta go evil because the dark side is kind of the best way to kill everything in this game very easily. I want to ask you something else.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What can you tell me about this planet we're on?
Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers. That was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Taris is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal. Great,
this sounds like a lovely planet. I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next while. But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
The sooner we start looking for Basila, the sooner we'll find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Basila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Journal entry added. Alright, so Karth said... Karth said I could talk to him later, but technically I could talk to him right now. Which I will, of course. This game has, like, companions, which I only have one right now, and talking to them, you get to know more of their backstory, which is great. This is what I miss in RPGs. Story between the characters, backstory, characters themselves with some life to them, I guess, instead of just, hi, you're this guy, swing your sword and you win. I like these old school RPG games. Throughout the game, you will find weapons and armor that are marked as upgradable. These items can be improved by the addition of an upgrade item, which I found that cell thing. It'll upgrade my sword. With upgrade items, you can use this workbench to construct new and more powerful versions of upgradable ranged weapons, melee weapons, lightsabers, and armor. Use the workbench now. So, like I said, I found that melee sword, upgrade the sword, vibral blade, upgrade the item. And you just click on the highlighter thing. If you have it, you have. If you don't, it's grayed out. And then you just assemble it. And now I'll have an extra physical +1, which should be +2 physical now, if someone were to equip it. To which I'm not, and to which neither is Karth, because we're both ranged units. But so I know Knights of the Old Republic 2. There actually is a reason why you talk to your companions, because they actually do affect them a lot. You can make them go good or bad by the choices you make. So yeah, everything. Number 2 has a lot less story and stuff, but they added in so many other factors to it that makes it good. I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
You're talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Them? Do you mean the people of your home world?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I?
No.
You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
There you go, I got myself some journal entry added. So that's a little bit of backstory on Karth, and much more will be explained later on through this game. I'm here already. Dang, I'm flying through this game. Let's just step out the apartment and see what happens then. Every time you leave the apartment, you must select which party members you wish to take. Since this is the first time you are leaving, you will have to take Karth. Not as a bad thing. Karth is quite a good shooter, and I'm gonna need him to get through this game.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
Right, I'm so used for just reading it that
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens. They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
No, I'm a good guy.
Let's go! Time to rumble!
So my bad. I've played this. Oh, poor X-Skill. He should never have talked back to that Sith. Thankfully, you were here to step in and help us human. This isn't the first time the Sith have come in here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully it'll be the last. Won't someone come searching for the patrol? I'm glad I could help. Just stay out of my way or I'll kill you too. Well, I mean, this ain't gonna give me any negative points. Yeah, so won't someone come searching for this patrol? That's kind of more neutral. Don't worry about the bodies. I'll move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. With any luck, they won't be bothering us again for a while. So yeah, I forgot to read because I'm just so used for playing it myself that I just read as it goes. But what he said was that they were here before. Stop bugging them. Why can't I click on your... Okay, fine. I won't click on that. Get items. Q. The items disappeared. That's cool. There was items there. And maybe they'll come back. Anyway, we won't worry about it. Oh, it's there again. Now you're... I can talk to you? Sorry, my bad. Let's just get going. Let's explore this apartment for a little bit. So yeah, like I said, I don't have lockpicking, so you can bash down the door like I would normally do, or you can just get Karth since he probably has security.
On it. It's open.
You basically don't need any... You don't need any intelligence through this entire game at all. Whoops, I hit that button. Wrong button. Because you can get through it with all the people you have. Who are you, Dia?
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Aha! Holden, who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
You kinda used the vibroblade on somebody?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
So I think I got myself enough persuasion. Let's see if this will work. Persuade. You can trust me. Maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off. but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
What a hut slug. Is there anything I could do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could speak to Holden for you.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
I want to ask you some questions.
I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore.
So I can collect a bounty on her head, which that will make no sense because I didn't even know there was one. Or I could repeat what I said, or I'll be going now, is what I'm going to actually
Goodbye
choose.
and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Oh, I could. Journal entry added. I got something to do with Dia. Maybe I'll just explore this a little bit more. Dang, I don't want to talk to that guy. I'm assuming if I went in my apartment and went back out, those items would be there, but frig it. Let's just talk to this janitor. He's as sane as possible.
There. Watch where you're walking. I just clean those floors.
I walk wherever I want.
Oh, I get it. You figure that just because I'm a janitor, you don't have to show me any respect. I'm beneath you, is that it?
Nope, I'm trying to do the evil side. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You'll change your tune the first time your plumbing breaks down and raw sewage floods your apartment. Then you'll be begging for Kadir to come help you out.
There's no need to antagonize the man. Besides, do you want to live in filth? I sure don't.
Well, we'll see who has the last laugh then. Now, if you ain't gonna be civil, then I got work to do. This place doesn't clean itself, you know.
One janitor to clean this whole complex, huh? Hopefully you can read that. I'm not reading all of that. Nuh-uh. So, I mean, if I try to bash this door, I still get to roll damage. And I may never hit it. I may miss the door, and I've technically missed the door that many times. That's kind of why I don't really bash doors. It's just better off to...
It's open.
To just use other people to open the doors. So yeah, I don't need to run around and unlock the map fully. I'll do that on my master game. Get items. And hit Q. I gotta remember to hit Q, because Q and E, because that makes me search around the rooms. So I don't miss anything. Oh, corn.
Ready?
Yes?
On it. It's open.
Excellent. Alright, we're just gonna rob all the apartments. This is no crime. You're not gonna get in trouble for taking items. Please don't hurt me. I have nothing of value in here. Look for yourself and see. Well, I just got something from you, so you lie. How many more doors?
Ready?
Let's open the door to Upper City. Ooh, we're not doing that yet. What's in here?
On it. It's open.
What?
Another... So, I'm gonna make this... summarize this as quick as possible. If they have what they are, Twi'lek, or whatever they are, they're just normal people who will just give you a quick little conversation up in the thing. If they have names and stuff, they actually have an actual conversation, or they own a store. This person will. Well, you'll see soon enough. Any of your kind around here are illegal aliens. Pleased to meet you, Larum. My name is HEAVENSARMY. I don't care what your name is, and I'm not telling you mine.
Look, I know we're trying to keep a low profile, but this kind of attitude will draw attention we don't need.
Hey, I wasn't trying to pry or anything. I know people here like their privacy. It's just that I might be able to help you out. I know it's really none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of my new energy shields. They're the latest thing, you know. Very high tech. What's so great about these energy shields? When you use one, it surrounds you with a radiant aura particle mesh that absorbs blaster bolts. Pretty handy in a fight. The shield even protects against lightsabers, or so I hear. The shields aren't perfect, of course. They can only absorb so much energy damage before they burn out, and ion blasters will make your basic dueling shield down pretty quick.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
You think she told me about the... Oh, yeah, she did tell me. But it wasn't quite... what I mean was she didn't quite explain it to the point where I can collect on her head, was what I mean. I meant by that. So yes, thanks, Random Hero. I know what you meant by that, but I'll explain a little further when I get there. And you know what I'm talking about, too. Where did this technology come from? I heard the rumors of the Ichani using shields like this, but I never saw anything like them around here, not until the Sith came. Where they discovered the technology is anybody's guess. The shields are too rare and too expensive to hand out to the entire army, but a shield strike team can take out a whole battalion of soldiers armed with conventional blasters. I gave the Sith a huge edge in the earlier battles, but it wasn't long before the Republic was able to copy the technology and come up with an energy shield of their own. Now both sides are scrambling to come up with new weapons to slice right through the shields, but until they do, you're going to see melee combat coming back to the forefront of this war. Yeah, see, it's good to know when a whole bunch of people know what they're doing. This is one of these games that I know what I'm doing, and it's good to have somebody else. Banana, how's it going? What is your question, Banana? Anything else? Not much more to say, really, except that I've managed to get my hands on one of those shields. It isn't cheap, but it could mean the difference between life and death. You want to see what I have in stock? I know my kiosk isn't much to look at, but my prices are reasonable, and the merchandise is sound. Good it's going? Why do you have a kiosk set up here? I run a little shop here in the old building, selling basic equipment to the illegal aliens renting out these apartments. You mentioned something about illegal aliens living here? By law, most aliens aren't allowed to live to have a residence in the upper city of Terrace. They allow a few of us Twi'leks up here, but for the most part it's humans only. But no self-respecting upper city human would want to live in apartments in this dump, so the landlord has been renting out the apartments illegally to aliens. Better than letting them sit empty, I guess. Otherwise, you get squatters and people hiding out from the authorities living in the abandoned apartments, and they don't pay rent. Aren't you worried about getting caught? The Tyrus authorities pretty much turned a blind eye to this place. A few illegal aliens just aren't worth the bother. And once the Sith took over, they felt the same way. You're doing... Okay, I was wondering what you were going on about. Yoda talk. You're not going to get me to do Yoda talk. That's one thing I have to say. Oh, he was actually talking the whole time. Besides, I don't live here by myself. I just run a small business providing supplies to the residents. You want to see what I have in stock? Question mark? I just want to ask you some questions. Questions? I'd rather not. It might be bad for business if people saw me answering a bunch of questions from a human. Most of the residents here are illegal aliens. Blah blah blah. Oh, the janitor's bordering on a senile, but he's harmless. Let me see what you got for sale. No problem. Just step on up and have a peek. Med pack, computer spikes, parts, nice armor, bunch of swords, and guns, and grenades. And there's his fancy energy shield. A full one, 5 of 5. Stealth. Ooh, nice. Anyway, a stealth field. You need that for stealth if you want stealth. How about you talk Yoda talk and I'll just keep reading it normally. No, I can't do Yoda talk live. I really can't. It's not good for me. Did I go in here? Yeah, it's Dia. Okay. So I'm only pulling off one episode tonight because I need to try to figure out if I can get the videos to work or not on the next one, because if I'm not getting the videos, we're missing out on quite a bit of story, actually. We missed out the whole intro, which explains everything that's going on in this world, and how I got here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save. Where am I at? Live stream. Save. And we're going to sign off here, actually. So, no, cancel. Close. That's better. So yeah. I'm gonna just see if I can pull this off live though, but I'm gonna end it here for YouTube and then see if I can fool around with these videos, because I know I had them working before. So, thank you everyone for showing up and watching. If you like what I do, hit those buttons, you know what they do by now, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.